Hey everyone, welcome to the beautiful city builder Manor Lords, the demo of the game. And today we're starting a new world again because there's no possibility to save the game, and thus we're starting a new one. And I found pretty good land. We got iron on this map, we got berries on the map, we got stone, and we also got wild animals and a lot of berries. So I think we do have a pretty good start with this one. And we're gonna start per usual with getting in like a place to gather some wood. We're gonna start with a logging camp where we can fell down some trees because we're gonna need a lot of those. So I'm gonna start around, I think we got the berries. You don't really have to start with the berries with the forager. You can go with just 100 in the beginning as well if you want, because you can already in the very beginning start with doing the burrage plots and start getting some houses. And actually try that strategy for a bit to try to get them early on instead of waiting for it. So I think it might be potentially a better way to do it. I'm gonna start with making a little road that we're gonna lead up to this place. So let's see. Ah, there's even iron over here. Okay, that's pretty cool, but that's outside of our borders. But we can make a road that kind of comes up here. Maybe for fun, I don't know. Sometimes I like to be creative and just try to like make something curve around. Just because it might look kind of beautiful with it going around all the trees. So if we stop over there, then we can see that we're kind of like going through here the foliage, the trees and the bushes and everything, and heading up to our village over here. So I think that's gonna be nice. Sometimes I try to not only build efficiently, but try to make things look interesting. So maybe if we do it like that, it can be like the center at the beginning of our town, and logging camp is getting built over there. And while you're doing that, I think I might set up to gather some berries. So a forge hut is gonna be well needed. And let's put it over here. I think we can have a road in between here then. It looks like that should be possible, and it is. Very nice. So let's go maybe do a little road in between these two. And then we can have it so it goes down from up here to down here. That's looking pretty nice. And let's see where we're gonna have our well later on. I saw some water underground before. So here we have like the water, where the water's traveling around under here. It goes all the way over here. It's really cool that it goes around the map like that. Pretty cool. So a good spot for this one could either be up there, or we could get it maybe a little bit further down. So like perhaps over here. But what I like to do now, I want to try to get some of those houses pretty early on. And maybe we can also connect the road to go all the way down there. We don't really need to do that, but I think we're gonna do that, and we can have it like so. And you know, another really cool thing is that you can actually see on the map when you are building things. You can actually see the road that we made here, you can see what we're building and the road leading down here. It's really cool that you can see that on the map, so if you zoom in, you get down, you can see that it's the same thing, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so now we want to get some plots for getting some more people to move into our town. And I think this might be a good spot. I'm thinking that it's pretty close to the logging camp. Might be a lot of sounds from it, but maybe if our workers live in those houses, they're gonna have quick access to get back to work. And we're gonna make sure we have this little extension, you can see a little icon above there, because that allows us to have extension to the building. And it can be things like, such as like growing some vegetables. It can be have a chicken coop, so you can get a lot of fresh chicken eggs. You can also have goats to get a beautiful amount of milk. So that should be very enjoyable for your people. They're gonna be super happy to receive that. So we started with 2 of them, and the thing that I like about doing those houses early on is that it means I can get more people. Sure, we will need more food, and it can be risky to expand too fast. But if I get them early on, I will have a longer season in the beginning to gather berries and even some hunting for wild animals. So I think it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna set to have one people working on logging camp, maybe, or two, maybe two. We only have 5 families in the beginning, but we're gonna designate 2 families to work on logging camp. So these do need 2 transported goods. So we're gonna do at this side over here as well, but we do need more resources, so we're gonna build it. We can have also the forge hut if we want to have them work in here. I guess we could have 1 assigned to do that, so there's 3 in total of the families and 2 are still available. And these people can focus on construction and repairs when they're idle. And they can also go to these, if we tick this little thing, they can go and help working at the places if we have enabled idle laborers. They can help around whenever they're idle, but at the moment I feel like I want to have them constructing if possible. However, maybe we can have this one on here, because if you run out of some logs, we can always go there and get more logs. And that way also hopefully build some more houses quickly. Build a town square on a water vein to provide you water. What does it say? Town square? That's is that a town square? It's a well. It is a demo after all, so don't... Yeah, but to do this one we're gonna need to have 1 log. Which we do have now, so let's get that up so we don't get any grumpy people. We don't want them to ripe because I got no water. So I'm putting it over here in hopes that I can extend around here. And I guess we can already prepare a little road. And we see the height of the cliff here. And I think that if we make it go in there, then maybe we can build some houses along this side and on this side as well. That probably should be possible to do. And Ox is just going around here delivering the logs. Like I said in previous video, it's so cool that there's so many details. All of these flower, the grass and everything, and depending on where you are in the world, there's different sounds, there's birds, there's insects. Even when you go from winter to spring, you can hear the slushy ground from melting ice and snow. Such details are so cool to see in games. I think it's awesome. So here you can see the upgrade we can do, and we do start out with some tools in the beginning, and with tools we can make a vegetable garden. However, as I understand it, when you do this one, they will be busy with that and their family can do other things. So for now we're gonna wait, and the cool thing about the map we got here also is that we do have an iron deposit, which means we can gather iron, and by gathering iron we can melt it down, the iron ingots, and we can turn the ingots into tools, and with tools, yeah, we can make a lot of more upgrades to our houses. That's really cool. Okay, we see we have some more timber, so let's maybe put out some more houses. So I'm gonna try to go hard to really get some houses going. Let's see here. Need to make it a little bit longer in the back, and then we see we can make that little extension. There we go. That's what we want. So that will be 4 houses. And 4 families, because you can see in here, there's 1 person in that one. And when they get done and they've been here for a while, they're gonna move in more people to live with them. And I think we should also add in some of these requested things. So they want us to do also a storehouse and a granary. So we can have the storehouse for storing a lot of different resources that we gather. And then we can have a granary to store foods and stuff. So for my storehouse, I think we can have it right next to the logging camp. Feel like that can be a pretty good spot for it. And we're gonna make it go around and leading up there. And we can also connect these roads. There we go. And I do think a granary we could have maybe connected to that road. That could maybe work. We can focus around this area to have more residential houses, and also maybe a church and the marketplace and so on. Family joins one of the settlers. Awesome. So now we have Agnes living here together with Erhard. Very nice. That means we have more people. And all of them are working as woodcutters. And they can help around with building, so we can be able to build quite a lot faster now. That's gonna be awesome. So there we go, another house. We need to have 5 houses at the beginning, because we have 5 families. And once we have more houses than we have families, we're gonna be able to get new families to move into our town. So that's what we wanna try to go towards. And maybe we can start with some new houses over here. So if we go maybe like that, is that enough? Yes, it is. It's a good idea to not try to waste too much space if you don't want to. If you want to be using as little amount of space as possible, but getting the same, you know, benefits. Maybe like that. If we want to, we can go all the way, and let's see how many we can have. That's too wide. Maybe go like that, and then we do need to go a little bit further back, it seems. There we go. So that's gonna be a lot of houses. It's gonna be 4, it's gonna be 7. So that's gonna be great. Gonna be able to have 2 new families. But we also do need to get in food. But we are only in June at the moment, so we do have some time before winter, hopefully. And the storehouse is almost up. Very nice.
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
There we go. Finished building. Awesome. Look how cozy that looks. I just love the smoke and everything. Looks so cool. Okay, so now we're gonna be working on these, and I don't think we need a new road. I'm gonna keep just 1 road there for now. And later we might go around there. Could potentially save a bit of time doing so later on. But for now I think we'll leave it like that. Now Ox is bringing over some good timber logs. Very nice. And that's something I want to see. I wonder if we can actually get more oxes, because there's trading they can do, and potentially we can maybe buy some oxes. It would be really cool to like have another one, and that could probably help quite a bit with your expansion speed, even though I feel like you don't want to play this game too quickly either. So if we're gonna get a church later on, we're gonna need 8 logs. And it's something that your people do want to get, so we will get that eventually, but maybe not super high priority for now. Quest completed, settlement intro. So we got the granny completed as well. Both these buildings has been done. The supplies are dry and secure. The first stage of work is done. The stories of your people tell all around the fire are of the many dangers in the world, from beasts to blights, strange tales of foxes who go on pilgrimage, or small creatures who spin gold from sunset to sunrise. They tell the stories to put common names on their fears. Soon they will teach these stories to their own children. It's time to bring wives and children to the settlement. Now that they can take shelter in proper homes, for your land to prosper and grow, you need not only workers, but families. Which we do already have, because we're a little bit ahead of time. We only need 1 more house and we complete the mission as well. Which is gonna be this one. There we go, settlement level increased. As you walk the perimeter, serving your village with pride, a woman walks past you. She bent nearly double under a sack, and you ask how long she's been walking. She tells you it takes her half a day now to get all the food she needs to her family from the hunters and farmers that's surrounding the village. If only there was a marketplace where people could acquire food, clothing and firewood, they would be happier and have more time for other work. So I think that is something we should work towards getting, and maybe if we have that kind of in the middle between houses over here. So if we do it like, I don't think we need to do it bigger than this really. And I wonder, can we maybe, is it possible maybe to disable snapping? Do not seem so. So it might be better to go that way. Here we go. So that should work, and we do need to have a food stall to gather some food. We need a firewood stall to gather firewood. And when a clothing stall to gather clothing, even though we don't have one yet, so we can wait a bit with that one. Do we need some timber logs as well? And I'm gonna go back and we're gonna enable this one again, so logging camp can have extra people when possible. And food at the moment we have 40, so that will last for 2 months at the moment. Fuel says 6 months, but it is a lot less than that, because once they start to consume a lot of firewood, it's gonna climb down really quickly. I'm also gonna set this one to have idle on the forger hut for now. I think that's gonna work out pretty good. Our next house is getting done as well, really cool. Ah, it looks so nice. It's hard to get over how beautiful this game is, really. So nice. So we do have one wood, and we're gonna drop that over here, so we can build that to keep some food. So, like it said in the quest, it's gonna lower the amount of travel they do need to do, so they can gather like food from over from the granary, for example, and drop it here, or directly from the forge, which is almost full with storage over here. So I think we want to have we can maybe have a work at the granary. Sometimes add idle laborers for this, a little bit, because we have a limited amount of people for now, so I'm thinking that some can help with that to clean them out a little bit, and I think it should work decently at least. But I guess we can have one base work at the granary maybe, and we can have maybe one over here at the storehouse as well. Here we go. So now we have 7 houses. Awesome. And let's see, a firewood stall. Let's do that. Ah, they can't be that close to each other. Okay, so a little bit of distance between. And a clothing stall. I think we're gonna wait maybe with that. Since we don't have any clothing, I guess we may as well wait for it. So instead, I do think I'm gonna build another house. Which might be a bit tricky to fit in there. So perhaps later on we can do some other house, maybe a bakery or so if we get there. So we can have, maybe we can have a brewery there later, or we can have like a tannery for later on. Or we will have a little bread maker. A bread maker might work pretty good there. So we need to get a little bit further back. Looks like that's a good amount. I'm gonna add another forge here. Yes, we get enough food. We're gonna start to stack that up. And maybe wanna get a hunter. And it's very far to go there, so maybe we'll make like a little forest road leading over there. Might be the best. It's gonna be, like I said, a very long travel to get all these animals though, but it's gonna be a lot of nice pelts, because we're gonna be able to make some clothing with that as well. We do need that. So maybe we start a little road. Could be a little adventure road. And it's gonna look kind of beautiful to go through here, I think. So you go from over here, and you can actually do that if you haven't seen that in the game. You can click this one, and you can actually sprint all the way over there, through the forest, on the road. Pretty cool. I'm not sure in the future if you're gonna be able to actually do something special in this third-person view, but I think it's really cool. That's the fact that you can even do it. It's so awesome. So we're gonna reach over there and make that little hunter building. So we do need to do this one, hunting camp. So then I'm thinking they hunt here, bring them over, do the things they gotta do there, and someone will go all the way to bring it over, back to town. Okay, there we go, we got another building done. Another family can move into this one. So that's pretty good. And that could maybe be, yeah, it could be the hunter. But I feel like I want to do some more building. I know I'm expanding very quickly, at least I feel like I am, but I think it's gonna be a good thing. Hopefully. Famous last words, maybe. Okay, we need one more timber log for this. Okay, there we go. And we got the little extension here as well, for a potential upgrade. It looks like they bring over some firewood over here, that's awesome. And you can see they're even doing this one, even though I haven't told anyone to actually do it. I'm not sure what this position actually do. I thought they were like grabbing things, but maybe it's someone that actually stands here and sell it. Or give it away, I guess. But now it should be a lot easier, so end lane can just go here, grab what she needs, in this case a bit of firewood, and bring home to herself, even though this is kind of like an, I guess, not a good way, because she could have picked it up over there, I guess. But overall it's gonna be like a pretty good thing, I would say. I like when you get these little like wide roads, and it seems to happen when you have houses on at least both sides, I think. Well, only one side seems to be enough even. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we do have to work quite a bit on the food. And I'm gonna remove enable idle labors for the logging camp for now, and I'm gonna remove it here as well, but instead I think I'm gonna add another worker to the forger hut. So this one we still have 24 berries, and we had another place with bears, but it's over here and another one over there. So they are pretty far away, but they are also a seasonal resource. It's not sure we're gonna be able to get it, but I think they should be able to go all the way from over here to over here and loot it, but it is a long trip. It depends, like at the moment unlimited work area, but you can also set it up if you want to. And you can increase it or you can decrease it and set it up the way you want to have it, but I'm gonna go just unlimited for now at least. Okay, so the hunting place is set up, so we can have one over here. And you can also set the hunting limit. When population of a herd drop to this number, workers stop hunting. And I'm gonna increase this one, and I'm not sure if it works better or not, but I heard another person that had 35 of them set up, and I think they might reproduce quicker if you have a higher number. It makes a lot of sense. If it does work that way, it sounds very logical to me. So that's the way we're gonna go, and then it has worked pretty good for me to try that before. But that should be good. That's gonna give us some food, but also some skins that we can make some clothing with. So I think the next thing we should add as well, I think we should get an industry building, and it's gonna be an woodcutter lodge. Workers chop down nearby trees to produce firewood, so this is definitely something we're gonna need. And I'm gonna have it nearby my logging camp. I feel like that's a pretty good spot for it. And later on maybe we can get a forester hut. I don't think we need it super early though. I could be wrong, but I don't think we do, because we have plenty of forest for now. So we can wait a bit with that, I think. However, let's see, when we get enough timber, we could maybe go and make an industry building, which would be the tannery. This place will make pelts into leather. But we need 4 of the timber logs to do that one. Awesome, another house done. So we're gonna get some more people soon, so I can help out. However, I don't think I'm gonna assign those people, and instead I'm gonna have them idle so they can help focusing on building. And currently we do have quite a few people helping building. You can see that by these little things going out, and here we got another person coming over from the new family. Conrad is coming over to help. So it seems like the warehouse worker and the granary workers might be the people that brings the goods to the market stall, as it seems. But also probably looting from where you gather it, from like the forge hut and so on. Here we go, all of the houses are done, so now we got 3, 6, 10 houses. So that's a pretty, hopefully pretty good start with enough hands to help around. And I guess we're gonna get an tannery soon, so we can get some good clothing. Just gonna wait for some timber logs. And now we got a woodcutter lodge, and maybe we can have have idle laborers help with that. So whenever they're not busy, they can help around a bit. And looks like we got quite a bit of logs now again, so awesome. Can spend that on making a tannery. That's gonna be 4 logs. There we go. And I'm kind of leaning in towards maybe getting the iron, because iron's gonna allow those tools to be made, and it means we can also start to make a lot of vegetable gardens. That's gonna provide quite a bit of food. So to do that, then we need a smith. That will be 2 logs, and then we need a bloomery 2, and then we need a mine as well, which is a mining pit, which requires 1. So I think we can maybe build that over here, and we do build it right on top, like so. So we can be a little bit prepared with it at least. So maybe like that. And if you want to, we can, in the beginning at least, only have like 1 work and this one. And then when we feel like they're done with the mining pit, we can add a bloomery where they will be working with turning it into ingots, and then when they're done over there, we can have them to work on the smithy to make tools. So we can have one like rotating between. Later on we probably can have one designated for each, but in the beginning when we have limited people, I think it might be a good idea to do it that way. Because if not, we're gonna need 3 more houses. And as you keep doing that, it's gonna add up, and then you can have a lot of houses, a lot of people to feed, and so on. So we do need to make that market stall now then. So we'll go to that one, and a clothing stall, because we can have that ready pretty soon. And we're getting closer and closer to winter now. How many months of food do we have? 3 months. Could work maybe. We have to survive until spring, which is March, okay? So that's like September till March. So it is quite a bit of time. Actually no, from December to February. So it's like 3 months. Okay, 3 months of food. Which we do have at the moment. Fuel we don't have, but at the same time we're gonna keep producing that during the winter as well, so I do think we might be fine anyway. And it's really cool now, by the way, if you look around in the terrain, we should soon be able to see the colors of the trees changing now that we're getting into fall. Everything looks kinda green at the moment, but it should be changing. Ooh, look at that, guys. Now we can see the colors popping out. And I think this is one of the most beautiful seasons. In the beginning it's so beautiful, colorful. Yellow, orange, red, and all kinds of colors in real life. And it's really beautiful in the game. It like slowly transitions to that beautiful coloration over time. Pretty cool. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so now we can do the little clothing stall. So it seems I can't fit it here, it's restricted by other things. So I think I'm gonna add it maybe in the back. Or nah, let's go like this. I think this is gonna make more sense. Would be kinda weird if you're standing behind that while buying, I think. So we do it like that. And for food, maybe we can do another one. I'm thinking that one had the berries, another one would have meat. So they have got a little bit of variation. I don't think you want to only eat the berries, and probably not only meat as well. So I think that should be pretty good, and we can make a little nice road leading up here. There we go. And they should also be able to go through here. You can see these small little trails, so it should be possible. That's pretty good. So I feel like we're off to a pretty good start, I hope. But guys, this is gonna be it for today with the Manor Lords. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did so, feel free to leave a like on the video. It makes the band super happy, and let me know what you think about the game so far. But you guys, thanks for watching, hope you had a good time, and hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and take care.